As you've probably already seen, there has been some GTA 6 leaks this week, and if you want to know about the features that were seen in those leaks, but you don't want to watch them yourself, then this is the video for you. Before we start, I do want to go through the bizarre nature of these leaks and some speculations that I may or may not have. The timing of these leaks is a bit weird. We are, at the time of recording this video, a week away from the GTA 6 Netflix special release. That's going to show gameplay, possibly. Couple that with the fact that the leaker seems to have a 2023 build, according to some sources, or a 2025 build, according to other sources. It makes it a bit weird. Why is the timing now? Why has the leaker released it at this point? You might just say he just got a hold of it, possibly, but he has a playable build of the game. Couple that with the fact that the CEO of Take-Two said they were going to use some very creative marketing techniques. Did he mean just the Netflix special maybe? Or is this part of the marketing technique? Now, what delegitimizes the theory of this being a marketing tactic is the fact that the leaker is linked to a crypto scam. But we don't know what forces are in play. I think we won't ever find out, but I do think it's all quite interesting in how it's shaping out and how everything's released. Look, in addition to that, the way the leaker plays the game is very unorthodox and non-standard. I don't think any of us would show the clips that he's showing and we would play the game like he is when you've got this masterpiece of a game in your hands. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go into the features that are coming in with the game. Now, what I'm going to do is go video by video and discuss the features that I'm seeing in those clips. So the first one we're going to do is the basketball clips. So this is a video of Jason just basically playing basketball. So we're going to see some features here. Now, initially you see Jason in his house in the keys. You can see some amazing draw distance in the video, and then we can see some damage happening to the environment when he walks past it. The animations of the start of the video look very Red Dead Redemption 2 based. It's got that similar feel, that similar weightiness to them from what I can see. Now, the first feature that I can see in this clip is the money. So we've got money in cash and money in storage in our home. But also the home seems to have a bar going around, which kind of shows that there will be a capacity and you maybe need to take money to the bank or take it to a different safe house. It seems to have that ability of overfilling storage or having a capacity where you can't go over. Next, we see Jason playing a basketball minigame. Now, when he shoots the ball, it's kind of like a traditional minigame where you hold the bar and it goes in. When he scores, he gets 2 points. But then he also increases his focus bar. Does that mean we have Red Dead Redemption 2 style character progression, maybe, where you do mini games and you build up your attributes for those mini games, whatever they will increase, whether that's strength, focus, agility, stamina. Another thing that I've noticed in this video is the reflections in the water. They seem to have ray trace reflections in the water. There's liveliness in the background. You can hear the very nice ambient sounds that you can expect from a Rockstar game. There is one thing that you can notice in this video that makes it look like an early test build. The ball is glitching through Jason. He's kind of catching it in weird places. So there is a bit of jankiness in the animations in this video. Lastly, the video ends with some cool water physics when the ball rolls down the ramp where his boat goes and the ball goes into the water and floats along. Right, I don't know in what order these videos came out. I'm just on the Google Drive link at the minute. So the next one we're going to watch it's called a Junkie video. This clip shows a police interaction and then goes into a weird gameplay of essentially replicating London with stabbing people. First thing that I'd say about this video, it seems to be the same location as 2 of the videos, and it must be the build that this particular person has to quality control test. I'm not sure. Starts off with Jason kicking a police officer off of the bike. The physics look quite good. The animations are quite solid in this particular video. Next up, you pull up a wheel, and we have on this wheel we have our weapons, torches, and then you can go in another section for items. Again, very reminiscent of Red Dead Redemption 2 with a modern skin. In terms of bars, we have a health bar, we have a stamina bar, and we also have what looks like a focus bar. Now, the interesting thing about this video is once Jason kicks the police officer off the bike, he gets a 1-star wanted level. He then proceeds to dispatch the police officer and that wanted level disappears. So it must mean no one saw him and no one's reported the crime. So then there's no evidence linking him to that criminal activity. Next up, we can see that once he did do the bad deed, he got a negative karma. This is very reminiscent to the honor system of Red Dead Redemption 2. After that, when the police officer's on the ground, we can see an interaction saying pickup, which shows that we have again Red Dead Redemption style pickup mechanics, maybe hide the bodies. Once Jason gets on the police bike, this is when the really cool features come up. The bike has a fuel gauge, and then also it shows like an engine gauge. You know, when you get an engine management light come on, it's similar to that. And then they've got bars around them showing progress. This kind of confirms that you're going to have fuel and you're going to have degradation of your car physically. Whether that happens over time when you're driving your car and you're not getting it maintained, that's still to be seen. But if you link this in with one of the images where you're in a car mechanic shop and they're fixing it, maybe there's a mechanical degradation that you need to fix at a repair shop. Now, while we're talking about this, I just want to quickly touch on a theory that I have. There seems to be, through all these videos, a sort of persistence in the world where things remain, whether that's a scratch on the car or your mechanical degradation or the location of characters. I think everything that happens in the world is persistent and will remain so. So you drive your car and you park it somewhere, it will stay in that location unless it gets towed, stolen, or one of the characters moves it. For these features that they have here, for them to work, you need that sort of persistence in the world. So that will be really, really cool to see. That will also give money a bit more meaning. So you'll need money to keep your car maintained. You don't want to break down during bank robbery. And this persistence might also tie in with your criminal activity. This world persistence might even tie in with the criminal activity, because we see from later clips that you get a wanted star level and they've reported your clothes, your face, your vehicle. That might persist until you change your clothes, you put a disguise on and change your vehicle. But then what if you get arrested and then you're in jail? Maybe you have to break out of jail and there'll be like a break out of jail mini game, or you have the other character break you out. I don't know, but there feels that there's going to be a lot more persistence in this world rather than things spawning and despawning like usual games of this kind. Again, a little quick thing that I want to touch on is there's a lot of vegetation, there's a lot of draw distance, and there's a lot of activity going on. I think that's the thing I'm taking from. I don't know what this was played on, whether it was PC or PlayStation, but it's incredible what they've done with the technology. Okay, so this is the first time I noticed this. I was just playing the video back and I noticed in the clip with the motorcycle, when he didn't have a wanted level, he actually run a red light, and when he runs this red light, he gets a 1-star wanted level. Now with this wanted level, they have his clothes description, his facial description, and his vehicle description with a 1-star wanted level. I don't think anyone has seen that before. I've just managed to clock that now. Really, really interesting. And now that's just turned into a 2-star wanted level because he run another red light. Really cool. And also a failure to stop. The next bit that you see in this video is he goes up to some hobos and you see the first time that the interaction with NPCs comes up. Again, very Red Dead Redemption 2 based, where you greet and you taunt them, and we use a greeting. Two things that I've noticed here: he goes on a bit of a spree with a knife, and you can see his stamina bar running low. When the stamina bar reaches 0, you get blurry vision around you. The police are still kind of looking for you. You still got a 2-star wanted level from previously, but they've not found you yet because they're looking for the area that you're in. The one thing that I would say at this point, you do notice the early buildness of this gameplay. There's a bit of jankiness in the animations. The NPCs don't react as you would expect, so they're seeing people get hurt next to them, but they're not running away. They're kind of waiting in line to be next. It's quite bizarre, and this is what I was saying about this bit tempers your expectations a little bit with what you're seeing. A cool feature though at this point is weapons that can be used for evidence. They are now marked up on your wheel. And at this point, Jason also takes, I'm guessing, an in-game drug called Zombix. And the more you use the drugs, the less effect they have on you. I believe that was in Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm not sure, though. Correct me in the comments. Again, when he's doing all these activities, we can see that he's getting some negative karma every time he does the activity. At this point is the first time we see the looting mechanic. So the looting mechanic comes up again like Red Dead Redemption 2. you do it, but it's a lot faster this time, so you don't have to wait from that long animation. Next up, we have the wrench footage, they call it. So you start in the intersection again, the same one as with the police bike. Here we can see the vehicle handling a lot better. You can see the weightiness. It seems to be a blend of GTA 5 and GTA 4, to be honest. There's a bit more weightiness than 5. And a bit more throwing around and less stickiness on the road, because you can see a bit of sliding and stuff going on, but not the boatiness of GTA 4. So I think they've done quite a good job from the looks of it on keeping that balance for everyone. And here we can also see the condition of the vehicles. Where they get hit, they get very exact damage on exactly where they hit, with the scratches and the dents and the bumps. Again, I do think that this will be a persistence in the world where that will stay on there until you fix the vehicle. So here we can also see the reactions from Jason, you know, when they hit, and there's a lot of animations and fluidity. He gets out and his chain is swinging, really cool to see. And also NPC reactions into getting hit and then getting aggressive with it. Right, okay, another very interesting point from this video is Jason goes to the back of his vehicle and you have the option for a loadout. Storage, which shows 0 out of 4, so maybe you can store 4 items in this particular vehicle. It depends maybe on size, I don't know. And then you can close the rear trunk of this vehicle. So there seems to be a lot more vehicle interaction that can be carried out in GTA 6 over GTA 5. Next up, we have the Taser video. This is a nighttime video. It shows some amazing nighttime lighting effects. Also has Tate McRae's sports car song. This is what made people say this build is from 2025. This video shows quite a lot of vehicles actually, so a lot of lorries. You've got forklifts. Forklifts are going to be so fun to use. And again, like I say, the lighting is really good in how it has all the particles floating around. This video, when Jason gets up to a vehicle, it's got one of my favorite mechanics, and it's going to sound so bizarre that why it's my favorite, but going from my persistence theory, you have the option to smash the window, but also to clone the key. So it gives you the option to clone the key so you can access the vehicle without damaging it. Now, is it cloning a physical key or is it cloning the card? Like, you know, we've got keyless access. It's going to be so cool to see. I think we might see this features in the Netflix special in a few days. So in this video, we see some mechanics that we have seen before by Rockstar, which is, you know, like hats flying when you're fighting. Again, Red Dead Redemption 2 style based fighting. But another feature from Red Dead Redemption 2 is the slow-mo animation. So when Jason does a maneuver and it hits a person, it does a slow-mo animation to make it cinematic. A new feature that we've seen for GTA 5 the first time, but again it's been in Red Dead Redemption 2, is the disarming of people. So he does an animation where he disarms the taser off someone and then goes into that slow-mo animation. The torch lighting effects on Jason and people are really cool in this leak. So in this video we see Jason get hit by a taser, and instead of ragdolling instantly, he loses all his stamina, and that's the impact of getting tasered. Another feature that we see in this video is how you can pick up people's weapons and change the weapon and pick up their hats. So Jason actually picks up this person's hat and wears it backwards. Also, Jason picks up the taser and starts tasing people, and exactly what you expect happens. You get the good old ragdoll effect. So something different to the taser video compared to the Junkie video. When the people were outnumbering Jason, they were happy to stand and fight. But as soon as Jason starts taking 1 and 2 out, the remaining people start running away. So it shows that interactivity a bit better and more developed in this video than the last one. That's all from that taser video. Again, I'm skipping a lot of things. I just wanted to touch on the features rather than my thoughts on everything. Maybe we'll do a different video for that if you want to see that. Moving on to the next video. This is the plane video. This is the last one that I'm aware of. Now, I've avoided giving my thoughts a lot on this video. One thing I'll say about this plane video is the draw distance is huge, and it actually shows how massive the map is. And also, whilst we're flying over, you can see a lot of detail in like the traffic, the sheer amount of boats there is, and then the volumetric cloud effects. I think the weather effects are going to be really good in this game. It seems that they put a lot of effort. Now, this video doesn't have many new features. You see the flying, which is quite cool. There seems to be less turbulence. than GTA 5 because that was a bit annoying for me. I didn't enjoy that. It was constantly turbulent. So it seems to be less of that. There's a lot of air traffic going on. You can see helicopters parked up on the roofs on the buildings. One of the new features that we get shown here is the radio and how you scroll that, what radio channels there are. So we've got Symphony, Backcountry Radio, V-Rock, Circle Loco, Dirty South Classics, probably where I'm going to be. But then you've got radio and on demand. I don't know if that'll be like a link to Spotify or what. In this plane video, you also see a lot of buildings getting built. So I don't know, again, with the persistent world, are these going to be built over time, just like in Red Dead Redemption 2, where you've got buildings getting done over time? I don't know, but I think that might be a feature that we might see. Right, sorry about the change in scenery and everything going on. It's not a retention technique. There's been another leak that just dropped and I've not edited the video yet, so I'm gonna go straight into it. This is Hypercar Part 1 that's just been dropped today. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through and talk about the extra features that I can see here, and we can go through it quite quickly. So first thing I've noticed is that the NPCs can have their cars locked. Jason just had to smash the window with his elbow, and then he's tapping a button. These are undefined buttons on this build to get this person out of the vehicle, and it uses up stamina to do that. In the background, actually, you can see a couple walking and they are holding hands, so there must be certain interactions that people can do. I don't think I've ever seen NPCs holding hands in a game before, but I might be wrong. Don't remember seeing it though. Another interesting thing I just noticed on this video is the markers. So where you got the fuel, you've got the engine management or the engine health. There's another one which looks like a tracker. This one's red. Every other vehicle where it was Jason's, the tracker was green. So this must mean that NPC vehicles, maybe the expensive ones, have trackers on them for the police to find you, possibly. This is a evening time video, and there's actually reflectors on the road. They look actually really cool on the video. So this is interesting. I don't know if this is because of the tracker or if you run a red light in front of the police again. But yeah, he just got randomly a 2-star wanted level when he went through a red light. So I just noticed he went through a puddle and there was no splash. I would love some puddle splashes, but hey, we can't have everything. It might not have been the red light because his tracker is flashing currently and he's got a 2-star wanted level. Well, I do have to say the driving looks really good. So the car is obviously a fast car. It's a Trufad Thorax, I don't know what it was called. And it does seem to be a blend of GTA 4 and GTA 5, but I think it's the blend of best of both worlds instead of the worst of both worlds. I think the majority of people will enjoy it. It's kind of reminiscent of Forza, to be honest. It looks like Forza Horizon 6. So not many new features on this new leak. I think it's really good to see the map. I don't do a lot of map analysis. Maybe I should, but I'm not really into it in this topography. I do like the scenery. I've noticed something really weird. It's the sense of scale, which I'm actually really into. The scale of everything and everyone seems very, very realistic and appropriate, whereas sometimes in GTA 5 you feel the car's too small for the roads because the roads are massive. This is very uniquely and well done for the sense of scale. It's hard to explain. I know I sound pretty stupid right now, but it's just something that is I've noticed with Jason when he's next to vehicles. The space that objects fill is very, very accurate, it seems. Back to the video now. Sorry, I'm gonna go back to the old Alex in the past. I think if you're gonna watch any of the videos and you don't want to spoil too much for yourself, watch the plane video. It's really cool to see the draw distance, the size, and a little piece of the map with some of the environments there. So that's all the features that I've picked out. Let me know in the comments if you know any more and we can build up and then we can do some shorts on them. In terms of the leaks themselves, I think it's really bizarre of how this has happened and how it's come out. The timing is weird to me. The build date is weird to me. The way the game's being played is weird to me. So it's not adding up. It's all fishy. Will we ever find out? Probably not. Probably not. We're going to find out a lot in about a week's time, so we're nearly there, boys and girls. Right, thank you very much for watching the video. Again, hit me up with comments, your theories below, and we'll go from there. If we like this content, we'll do some more, and we'll do some more breakdowns and all that good stuff. Thank you very much. Cheers, bye.